What is up, everybody? This is Russ here. I wanted to make a video talking about an old video of mine that I actually posted about a year ago. It was in December, and it's just like this low light test that I did with the Panasonic G7. And I've been getting a lot of comments and emails about it, asking me what filters I used and what effects I used, what transitions, what music was put into it. So I'm finally making a video, putting everything together, showing you guys everything I did, my entire timeline. So get ready for this huge episode. Thank you. So to start off, I basically just found the song that I wanted to use, and I went onto a website called artlist.com. I'll put a link into the description. You can go click on it and check it out, and it's like $20 a month. It's pretty cheap, but I found this song and I really liked it, so I listened to it. I really like the piano. And one thing you'll notice with a lot of my edits in the future is that I edit to the sound, or to the beat. So every time there's like a piano key hit, then I edit to that typically. So you'll see right here, there's going to be a transition, and then here again. And so I edit a lot to the actual piano keys. That was the very first thing I did, was just finding the song that I wanted before I even began editing anything. I just found the song. And so I put the song into my timeline and I started working off of that. I started putting the clips in, the ones I personally thought looked really cool. I try to do the best looking clips towards the beginning and then putting the ones that don't look as great towards the end, just because, you know, most people's retention rate doesn't last that long. I found this clip and I really liked it, so I put that in. It didn't really have any particular order that I made everything, but and I just started throwing things together. And if you're wondering, this is what it looks like without the filter. So it just looks like a regular shot, and then I put the filter into it. I put a lot of sound effects into every single shot, and when I put these clips into here, I deleted all the audio that came from my microphone because I'm just editing to the music. The music's going to be the main audio in this, and then I added a lot of sound effects to it as well. So as you can see, this is just the music clip, so I'm going to mute that. This is just a big bass sound effect. So I went on YouTube, and I also bought some from Artlist as well, a bunch of sound effects, a lot of like rain sound effects, and then a ton of, what's it called? Like bus station sound effects. Literally, it's just bus station ambient noise. That's what I went and typed in and I found it. So for every single shot, I just put a sound effect of what it would sound like in that environment that I was in. So for this particular shot, it was just rain hitting the concrete, the asphalt, and I just put that in. It's really subtle. For most of these, it's super subtle, all of these sound effects, but it just makes everything sound so much more majestic. Right here, you can hear her footsteps walking in like a wet concrete. Right here, I added a bus station, like intercom sound effect. And rain, of course. And then right here, I added a little transition noise. And actually, this transition in my camera, that was actually in the camera. So if I go frame by frame, after this shot, I moved it to the left super fast. I just panned it while I was shooting the video. So for this transition, if you look at the original clip, you will see what I really did. So in the original clip, you will see that that's literally what I did. So I was recording, and then I just moved the camera. And then when I put it into my editor, I cut it in the middle of that pan. So you'll see, I just go in frame by frame, and then I started moving it super fast, and then everything's just all directional blur. It's all camera blur now. And then right there, I cut it, and I just went to this shot. Another transition I did, I actually did it right there again. So I just move the camera downwards super fast. All that motion blur kicks in, and boom, right halfway through that, I cut it and I just went to the next shot, as you can see. And then another transition I did, a lot of people were asking, it was right here. So this is actually really common. It's kind of hard to do if you're like a beginner, but you can still learn it on YouTube. There's just a bunch of tutorials on there. I might actually make one if you guys are interested. So you can see that it goes from this clip, and another clip comes behind it. It just kind of reveals itself behind the edges of the rock. So there's those edges. And I had to mask everything like dot by dot. So I can show you mask path. So here's my mask. I literally drew this. I went to 25%, and then I just kept moving all these around as it was going on. And I made sure it goes all the way around and then just goes around that. And you just have to make sure you layer the clip that you want to be revealed underneath this rock clip. So if you're interested, once again, just comment and let me know if you want to learn how to do an in-depth version of that. Another thing I did with this video was the adjustment layer, which is the filter. So I'm going to turn it on. The filter I used was... It was called the Grand Budapest Hotel LUT, and I got this from Film Riot. Actually, they're a big YouTube channel on YouTube, and they sell a bunch of movie LUTs and effects, and I just bought it from them. There's a huge deal on Black Friday. It was like $12 for like 50 of them. So I ended up buying that, and I put that into my video, and I thought it looked amazing. And also for these black lines, a lot of people don't know how to do this, but it's very simple. So all you do is get an adjustment layer. So go here, adjustment layer, and then just click OK. It's usually set to what your presets are. And then you drag this adjustment layer in. You click on it and go to Effect Controls, or go to Effects, and then type in crop. Here's transform crop. You put crop onto it, drag and drop. And then from the top, you want to crop it. Actually, let me turn this old effect off, so the old one's off. And for this one, you want to just crop the top 12% and the bottom 12% as well. And it brings in these little black bars, which is like the anamorphic movie effect, which a lot of people do. But, you know, it just gives it a better... It just makes it look a little bit more professional. It's not actually anamorphic, but it just gives it that effect. Feel free to just comment, leave me a like, and subscribe for more videos like this. Stay tuned, guys. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.